Because if Raul, for some reason, emotionally did not agree with it and emotionally was like, okay, even if this is the truth, I still, like me and Levita, like I still am mad that this is how things went down. Whereas I know, based on our conversations and even me talking to Jared, that Jared isn't going to play emotionally. And you know from talking to me, like, I would keep my word to the best of my ability. But if I completely throw Mitch under the bus, and Mitch was going off the fact that, like, I know Mitch was aware that I was a target. And Mitch, for himself, because he's not playing an emotional game, doesn't care who he needs to kind of, like, maybe talk down or potentially say, okay, they need to go. If everyone wants them to go, they need to go. With Mitch, like, I feel like to share it with Raul there is a potential for it to blow up Mitch's game, and I wouldn't want Mitch's cover to feel like it's blown, and I wouldn't want Raul to work off of emotion. I would want to be able to protect Raul because ignorance is bliss, by not maybe letting Raul have that information.
Okay, this is what I think. I feel like you are on, like, a good train of thought. I can understand why you think that. The thing about Raul playing on emotion is when you come back into that house, you're going to be one of Raul's target. He's going to be pissed at you.
So he's going to need to know something.
And you need to know that, like...
So I feel like I can't...
You feel like you have all this trust with them because you've been here, you've seen it, you know now how trustworthy and how tight they are.
It's true.
You feel like you have these feelings towards them. You need to understand that you coming back into the house for them is not going to be a good thing. I don't know if they're going to hear or not if they got to pick which one of us came in. And if it's you, they're probably going to be a little choked and a little pissed. Raul was pissed at you when you left because I was pissed at you and just because he was.
Right.
Jared is going to feel wary about everything that you're saying just regardless, and he tells everything to Raul anyways.
Okay.
He'll go and have this conversation with Raul.
I don't want them to remove Mitch from the scenario.
And they'll know...
Because I do know that Mitch will protect them.
No. And they know that. They know that. And that's why, like, when I left, like, that when the three of us talked, we said that. We're like, this is what we said. We're like, Mitch has had a hand in this. Mitch could have stopped this. Mitch knew just as well as anyone else.
But I wasn't vocal. Like, I feel like I could, going back in again with Mitch's knowledge of the game standpoint, kind of, Mitch is going to know what I know. Kind of express to Mitch that Mitch, like, work towards protecting me. I'm going to do my best to do damage control with Jared and Raul, and not necessarily tell Mitch, because I think that if Mitch knows that I'm loyal to, like, I'm being loyal to him, Mitch will stay in that inner circle, and that whole concept of the five could go.
The thing about talking to Jared and Raul is, like, hands down 100%, I think that your best bet is to talk to both of them tell them all of the information at the exact same time. If Raul starts running his mouth, you can literally say, Raul, let me finish. Because he'll want to pipe up, he'll want to get in there.
He's going to, right.
And him and I had that even, like, just him and I hanging out. Like, we would get in, he'd be like, stop interrupting me. I'd be like, you're interrupting me. I'd be like, this is how conversations work. You need to talk to both of them at the same time. You have to.
It's inevitable. I just want to ensure, Jared, like, do you believe, that, like, I just want to make sure that Mitch's game doesn't get blown up, because Mitch is smart.
The thing is, they know that Mitch is for them. They know that Mitch is going to work for them. And if you go in with the plan that we had, where you said you told me the night before, and maybe
I can just tell them I know Mitch explained the view that I have on Mitch. Like, Mitch will be for what he stated if he's not exposed in those aspects, which could carry all of us to...
Well, and because, like, you'll say, like, I told Kelsey the night before, she felt really weird about it. She didn't know if she should tell you guys, but she decided that what was best for your game was that if she was leaving, Mitch was to be replaced in the 3. And
I don't care what, like, and this is the thing, I don't care what Mitch has said about you. I don't care what Mitch has said about me. Mitch is doing a good job playing the game, and I don't want to blow up, like... I don't want to blow up Mitch's game.
It won't blow up his game. Like, it won't. Like because you going in and saying these things, when you say the words, Joel and I had an alliance with Mitch, that will knock their socks off. That is the thing that will be like, whoa.
Right.
But it won't be a surprise.
But
Like,
the Kelsey aspect of it, like the dialogue, the information that was shared with me, especially the information that Jared already knows was confirmed by Mitch.
And we just discussed, Mitch isn't playing a emotional game, and
He's not.
And yeah, he wants to work with Jared and Raul.
He did express to me that like there is emotional connection with Raul because they can relate. This is what Mitch said to me. Mitch is like, I can relate, and I get this. He can relate to Raul because they're both gay. That similar connection of they can relate.
They went through the same sort of thing.
They went through
and for sure,
the whatever, the bullying, the pressure.
But
I know that Raul compared to Mitch is not playing emotionally.
But what you said was, we need to pin these people against each other. And, okay, so when we're looking...
But if I tell them that Mitch... Like, I don't want Jared to have anger towards... Okay.
Regardless, they'll have anger towards Mitch. They probably already do. But they value Mitch. And we have trusted... We've been working with Mitch for a month. And that's not something that they're going to want to give up, that they're going to want to sacrifice. And you need to...
I don't want them to either, because the thing that I have with Mitch and Joel is that Mitch, if I come back in the house and Mitch knows I've said nothing, then Mitch is still going to recognize that and be like, okay, Levita has not blown, even now she's come back in the house, she has not blown my cover. Because I do believe, and I'm going to say this, I do believe that if everybody else got picked off, Mitch would stick with what he's already has said.
But this is what I was going to say. Mitch came to you and said, okay, the house has been divided.
Yes, he did.
And at the top of those two totem poles is Jared and Dal.
Yeah.
And because there was the three,
yeah,
any one of the three could have been picked off and Mitch would have been fine with it. He preferred it to be me because of the relationship he had with those two.
Yes.
But he said, if we keep these two at each other's throats, they're going to pick each other off.
Yes, he did say that.
So he is fine with the fact that Jared and Raul could